This is Shane Dyer for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined, fresh off his victory last night, a TKO 7th round victory for Caoimhin Agyarko. How you doing, Caoimhin?
Yeah, I'm good. Feels good to get another win. Good to get out of the game before the end of the year, so everything's going well.
One thing I want to start with, Caoimhin, is that we briefly spoke earlier in the day, and you told me you just got off the plane into Belfast and you were going straight to the gym. Most fighters will give themselves a day or two off. What made you feel like you needed to go to the gym today?
I just felt like I wanted to just do a little session. I did just a nice 6K run. I like being in the gym, like staying active. Normally I do take a couple of days off, but I didn't feel like I needed to this time round, and I just want to get straight back into training and taking over and staying fit over Christmas.
Well, let's talk about your fight last night. You're in with Robbie Chapman. If I was to guess, probably not the opponent that you're looking for. Robbie's been dealing as like a journeyman for the last few fights. Was it a case of just accepting who you were going to be in with and possibly just use it to work on what you've been working on in the gym?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, credit to Robbie for taking the fight. Obviously, I feel I'm levels above that, as I showed last night, and I want them step ups. Unfortunately, I only had 2 weeks' notice for this fight, so it wasn't going to be a big step up anyway. Although we did offer a couple names, we offered a couple names, and they either turned the fight down or wanted too much money. So Robbie was kind of the only one that we could get with. Listen, he had a winning record. He's tough, and he gave me 7 rounds. So we got someone that was durable enough and was going to stay in there.
What was with the short notice? Was it a case of this fight coming out the blue, or were you expecting to be out again this year?
Yes, I was. I was meant to be on the 5th of December show. I kind of had a wee bit of a mad couple weeks. So I flew back to camp a couple Wednesdays ago to start camp for the December 5th show, which would have given me 5-6 weeks preparation. As soon as I landed, I got a phone call to say that I wasn't on that show. So I flew back home the next morning, which was Thursday morning. As soon as I landed in Belfast, I got a phone call saying, listen, someone's pulled off the 13th of November show. Do you want to fight? It's 2 weeks notice. I said, yes, that's no problem. So it's kind of, listen, if you want to be out before the end of the year, we have a fight for you. So I took it, and thankfully I got the win.
And for the fight itself, I mean, Robbie Chapman had his moments, but for the majority of it, he kept himself in a shell, wasn't able to commit. So just go through with me what it was you did to enable to open him up to get that finish.
Well, I knew, and I watched his last couple of performances and knew that he doesn't throw a lot. He does try and like kind of sneak his attacks now and again, but I knew that he wasn't going to stand there and trade with me or throw a lot for me to counter. So I kind of said to myself, I'm going to pace myself. There's no point me punching arms and gloves and stuff like that. Pace myself, enjoy it, and try and look for them openings. I just took my time in there, and I enjoyed it, and I was trying to lure him in. I was dropping my hands a bit. I was kind of called him on in one round, and I just wanted him to open up so that I could let my hands go. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to kind of get a journeyman out of there whenever they're not throwing back or giving you something to look at. So I'll say to me in the corner, just take your time, 10% each round will up the pace, and you'll get him out of there. And I noticed that I was hurting him in some of the rounds. Now they weren't very busy rounds, but I was doing enough to win them and not take any punishment. So I knew that he was getting tired, and I was hurting him with 1 or 2 shots, and I just seen the opening in the 7th round. I stepped in with a straight 1-2, and I caught him lovely.
And yeah, and the finish itself, it was a very impressive finish. Does that go down as your favourite stoppage so far?
No, the Jez Smith one. Only just because the Jez Smith one was a wee bit of I timed the shots well, and I love an old body shot, so hurting people to the body is kind of my thing, and I dropped Jez twice with a body shot. But last night, I need to watch the fight back last night. I haven't watched it back yet. I've seen the stoppage, but it was a good finish. It was a good call from the referee because Chapman was hurt. How he stood up after that right hand, and then the bunches of punches after, I don't know, but he was going to go down. There was still 2 minutes in the round, and I wasn't tired at all, and I was only kind of getting going. So I wouldn't say it's my favourite stoppage, but it's up there. Yeah.
It's now 4 knockouts in a row for yourself. Now, I remember when you first started out as professional. When we used to chat, you used to always tell me of your frustration that you really wanted that first knockout under your belt. Now that you're getting all these knockouts under your belt, is it a nice assurance for yourself that what you're working on in the gym is paying off?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I know that I punch hard. I know how good I am. My team know how good I am, and I know how good I can be. Unfortunately, at the start of my career, I had a bit of hand problems, which were not allowing me to show my full potential in the ring or show my full power. As soon as my hands started to heal up, I showed that I can stop people. And out of 8 fights, I've stopped 5 people. My last 4, I've stopped them all. And I'm only going to progress on that. We've been working on things in the gym, kind of taking my time, slowing things down, and I've been bringing that into the ring, and it's showing.
Is these hand issues that you're having, is this an issue that's going to carry on, or are you fully healed now?
Listen, when you've got them small 10-inch gloves on, and like I say, I know I can punch. Do you know what I mean? I punch very hard. I'm very explosive. You're always going to have a niggle or two. Hopefully, this is a sign of them healing up. But as of right now, that they're healed and everything's going well. So I hope that they stay that way.
Well, they're certainly okay at the minute with that stoppage last night, and doing that in front of the BT Sport cameras and in front of the boss can only help you. Did you speak to Frank at all after the fight?
I did. I got chatting to him. He was very impressed. He congratulated me and said great stoppage, and he was very happy. So that's good confidence for me, and showing that I'm doing something right to be pleasing the boss.
What do you feel is next for you, Caoimhin? I saw this morning on social media that you had a bit of a conversation with Barry Jones, and I understand where Barry is coming from and where you're coming from as well, where you are still young in your campaign, but it's safe to say that you have got the ability now to go on that further. Whereabouts do you see yourself at the minute?
Listen, I just want to take the step ups at the right time. Everyone, I think, because I had such a good amateur background, everyone expects a lot of me. But I am only 23. I'm 8-0 now. I know fighters that are still fighting journeyman at 15, 20 and 0. Do you know what I mean? Or only taking them certain step ups at 15 and 20 and 0. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to be rushed. I've always said I'll fight anybody. I'll fight the top, the best. But if it's the right move for me and my team think I'm ready, then I'll take them. I definitely think that I'm not too far. Like, although I don't want to go down the British route, I'm on the same page as them lads domestically. Like I sparred with Denzel last week. We had a very good competitive close spar, and I definitely on a ability wise, I'm definitely on the same page as Evans. But in terms of experience, they've had a couple more fights than me, and I'm only learning. I've only been a pro 2.5 years. I want to keep on learning. Maybe pick up a title or two next year and get myself in the top 10, top 15 in the world. But it's all about progression. I'm still young. There's no what's the need for the rush? I've only been in the game 2 years. I want to enjoy my career, take the right learning fights at the right time, and when it's time to step up and be in them big fights, I'll have the experience at the right time to be in them big fights, and I'll show my class.
And just to touch on Denzel Bentley, have you seen his fight from last night at all?
I didn't see the fight. No, I didn't get watching it. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I will watch it back.
So you're back in Belfast for now. How long will you be staying in Belfast before you're back in Bromley?
I'm not too sure. I've started training with Ryan Burnett while I'm back home to keep me in shape, learning off him. So it's like a mini camp while I'm here. So it's not like I'm just back home. I'm not going to be training or anything like that. I should be back, I'd say mid-January, and hopefully out at the end of February or sometime in February. But I'll speak to my team over Christmas and see when I'm next fighting, and then that'll dictate when I will be back to Bromley.
And of course, when we say Bromley, you're obviously fighting out of the iBox gym with Al Smith and Eddie Lamb. There's been a bit of a transition in that gym recently where the experienced guys like Bradley Skeet and Johnny Gartner have now retired and moved on. And there's now a new batch of young guys. And I know you're only 22, but have you taken that senior role in that gym?
Yeah, well, Archie Sharp has joined, and he's kind of the older guy now. But just before he joined, like you say, Brad's moved on. He's with Dominic Engel now, and Johnny Garton has retired. So I kind of was the oldest at 23 years old in the gym, and I had to take on the senior role. But me and Archie are the oldest in the gym at the moment, and we've kind of at a young age we're kind of have to pave the way for the rest of the lads, and it's kind of a big responsibility because we're all young and we're all learning. But like you said, we've got a good talent in the gym at the moment. You've got some unbelievable fighters there, young talents, and everyone's kind of thriving off each other and excited for each other. So,
and hopefully we'll see the likes of Archie in the ring soon. But I'll leave you for now, Caoimhin. Thank you for talking to me, and a massive congratulations on your win last night, and hopefully we'll catch up soon, mate.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much, and thanks for taking time to interview me.
Not a problem, Caoimhin. Cheers, mate.
Thanks very much, mate. Take care.